Our next inductee came to the Bobcats from the Twin Cities, and he put up with some cold weather in the Twin Cities for sure, and then he came to Montana and it was still cold. But we were talking today that nothing's as cold as Minnesota. So the next guy up is, as a member of the Montana Football Hall of Fame, is John Borchardt. John?
1985 was your first year in a Seahawk uniform, and Chuck Knox, who you played for in Buffalo, I guess felt he needed a little depth and brought you in. How'd that all come on down?
Well, that's an interesting story. I was wanting to move out to Seattle, in the off seasons anyway, and so I moved out here, and by stroke of luck, Chuck thought it would be a good idea to have me come out and show folks a little bit out of pass block and do that kind of stuff. So
then he ended up signing you and you ended up playing.
Yeah, it was great. It worked out very well for me and my family. So thank you very much, the total organization here, for this honor. I will try to keep my speech to make sure that we're on time, and so 3 minutes is the limit. And I'd like to share just a couple stories, but first I'd like to thank my folks for instilling great work ethic. And there we go. And I'd also like to thank my family, my teammates, and it's very easy to become a member of the Hall of Fame. We have Hall of Fame coaches like Sonny Holland, Sonny Lubick, teammates from college to the pros. And I think Bob McCullough said that it's very, very it's not easy making a football team, and I don't know about my college teammates, but I'll share a story that I almost had the shortest career in the NFL that there was. And when I started playing in professional football, we had to weigh ourselves, every week, to make sure that, we weren't overweight. Well, I had the opposite problem. I just made the team and had been sick and had the flu and stepped on a scale for that Friday morning visit, and I weighed 235. So I went out to practice, and Chuck Knox, who was the coach at the time, had these steel blue eyes kind of pierced through. He said, "Come here, son." I went, What? So I talked to Chuck, and he said, "What's this crap?" He didn't use your word crap, but he used your imagination. You weigh 235. He says, "You're an offensive lineman, son." I said, What's the deal?" I said, "Chuck, I've been sick and, haven't been able to keep anything down." And he said, "Well, it's fine, but you better start eating some stew, son." So next week when Williams came the night before, I drank a gallon of water after practice, stepped on a scale, and lo and behold, I weighed 235. What am I going to do? Well, I don't know if this is luck or this is intelligence, but I knew I had to put some weight on very quickly. So what I had done is moved all my belongings out to Buffalo, And of course, the only weight I could put on was fake weight. So I stuffed my pockets full of pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. And went to work, and lo and behold, I weighed 250. So that's a trade secret I hope you can keep yourselves. The funny thing was, I got done with practice, and Chuck calls me over and goes, "John," says, "see your weight's right where it's supposed to be. You're playing a lot better." I went, "Okay." So, I think you've heard a couple guys here before, talk about techniques, and that's what it really took to, play, in the league, and I was fortunate enough to be a student of the game, and that was a great thing. And other than that, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out, and thanking you for being part of my family, and thank you for having a great opportunity to play here.